Hi, this is Mark and Zarin Olsey with the Madeline Love Marriage blog. Tonight we're going to talk about what is the first most important thing you can do when you find yourself in the midst of a conflict. It happens to all of us.
Oh, yeah.
You and I as well.
Several times.
What's the most important thing you can do? And that is you can
push the pause button when you're right in the heat of the moment and you're about to bite each other's heads off. You want a timeout.
You do. And the crazy thing is, I think we all know that. We probably know we can't resolve conflict in the heat of a moment without pausing, but we don't do it. Here's why, I think. Several reasons. One is sometimes we think, well, it's on the table right now. We don't want to, if I don't talk about it, I'm going to forget about it.
Right. And maybe it's something that's been boiling under the surface and we're finally into it, so why stop now?
Right. And if we do stop, we think we'll never get back to it. It'll be swept under the carpet, forgotten about, and come up at a different time when we trip over it again.
So when you do push the pause button, you really have to agree mutually on a time to come back together so that you both know you are going to get back to it. It might be 10 minutes from now. It might be later today when you have a break. It might be tomorrow night. But do set a time to come back to it when you push the pause button.
Exactly. But during that time of pause, three things have to take place. The first is, and what happens is the wonder about taking the pause, it's a good thing, is it gives you time to have your emotions dialed down. It's a proven fact, and we've seen it a number of different times, even just experientially, that when our emotions are really high up, we're not thinking straight.
Yeah, logically, rationally, the rational part of our brain can't actually work when we're so full of emotion.
Right. So we have to dial down our emotions. And going to our separate corners, so to speak, allows that to happen. The second thing that happens is there's a time for what we would call a shift to take place in our heart. It's true for all of us. It's true for you and I, that when we're in the midst of conflict in particular, I'm thinking mostly of me.
And I'm thinking mostly of me.
Right, and if I'm thinking mostly of me and you're thinking mostly of you, we're not going to do real well when it comes to talking this thing through. So we've got to get apart, let there be a shift in our heart so that my heart is changed so that when we come back together, we're going to have healthy dialogue because I'm thinking of you and you're thinking of me.
Right.
And that takes...
Well, I was going to say, what does that take to be able to make that shift? For me personally, it takes me coming to God and praying because I'm so full of emotion, I'm so charged, I'm so angry or upset or hurt that until I have that time to dial down and just go to the Lord and process, it's not going to happen. It's a supernatural thing that has to happen in my heart that's not going to happen apart from God.
Sure. So the heart changes, and the third thing that takes place is we come back to the table with another goal. It's not just to get you to see my side or agree with my side. My goal now is to love.
And it's not just the goal of resolving the conflict. The goal is to love my spouse better.
Right, and me do the same with you. That's what happens when you pause, and when you have a conflict, that's what we ask you to do and recommend. Do that. Pause so you can have the time for dialing down the emotions, shifting of your heart, and coming back with a determination that we're going to love each other when we talk once again. Thanks for listening, and talk to you again soon.